The political crisis in the Maldives began as a confrontation between a judge and the president, and it now appears to have cost the president his job. Following weeks of protests, the police were brought in to control the crowds, but instead, some of them joined the demonstrators. The army was called in. Soldiers reportedly fired rubber bullets and clashed with the police. Some people were hurt. It all began 3 weeks ago when the country's top criminal judge was taken into custody after he ordered the release of an imprisoned opposition leader and former minister. The government accused the judge of being an agent of the former president, Maumoon Abdul Gayoom.
There's been 3 weeks of opposition demonstrations involving about between 200 to 400 people who have been opposing the government's or former government's ongoing detention of Chief Judge of the Criminal Court, Abdullah Mohammed, claiming that the mechanisms in place to ensure that the judiciary was independent and politically impartial had not been followed or respected.
It's all part of a continuing feud between Nasheed and his predecessor, Gayoom. Under Gayoom's 30-year rule, Mohammed Nasheed spent a combined 6 years in jail, including 18 months in solitary confinement. In 2008, after a series of democratic reforms, elections were held and Nasheed won the presidency. Since then, Gayoom has stayed politically active but remained out of the public eye. But many of the country's top opposition leaders were Gayoom's former ministers, and he still enjoys the support of large sections of the police and army. For the last few decades, the politics of the Maldives has been the story of a family feud. Most recently, the Nasheed clan has had the upper hand, but it seems that situation may once again be reversed. Banu Bhatnagar, Al Jazeera.